What's up? I'm shooting video. Hope you don't mind. No turning back now. Hold up. So if you guys remember, I did this car in my videos down below, the 71 Roadrunner. We put the 340 in, and here she is in all her glory. So now I'm gonna do the 70 Coronet 500, which I'm totally excited about because it's a big block car and hasn't run in years. Larry bought it like this and he parked it here, and this is where it was, so I'm excited. All right, guys, 1970 Dodge Coronet 500. We brought it from my friend Larry's garage over to here. Hasn't ran in, I want to say, at least over 20. Big block 383, console shift automatic, bucket seat car. I'll do the walk around when we get it up in the shop. Right now we got some rims and tires I'm going to put on, and let's see if we can't get this bad boy riding and running and driving and burning tires and doing all the fun stuff that we love to do around here at Poor Boys. Anyway, here we go. Let them rip, not rock. Let's go. All right, so we finally got the Coronet on the lift. I've been waiting all week to start on this project. We're gonna drop the tank before we go through and clean out the car. I haven't touched nothing. I want you guys to be with me on this whole journey. I haven't cleaned it out. I didn't even go through the trunk yet, which I knew there's some stuff in the trunk because at Larry's place, we already looked in the trunk. But the engine, I want you guys to see the way it is, see the wiring, see how everything's just kind of needs some love. But let's drop this tank down. Let's try to get the new tank in here, and then we'll go from there. And I will get you guys involved with this car just like I am. Should I say involved? Invested. How about that? I want you guys to be invested too, because it's going to be burnout time soon, baby. All right, tank is out, drop down. Let me show you what we're working with underneath the car, and then we'll drop it down, and then we'll do the clean out and all that stuff. I know I keep saying it, but I'm trying to think the easiest way so you guys are invested as well. So let's do that. Okay, we know we got an 8 3/4 well, there we go. I know we got an 8 3/4 posi from what I'm thinking is. I don't know. I think both wheels are turning at the same time, but it's still 8 3/4, so we know we're good there. If you check out the rails, and I know I was gonna tell you guys, if there's only one thing I could complain about rust wise, and then, I mean it's a 70, she's a little ratty, I ain't gonna lie, but she's a solid ass car. So for a 70 Coronet 500, which are super hard to find now, and you're gonna pay to play, you guys all know that. This is the only thing I'm gonna complain about right there. If there's anything to bash it about, to me, would be this. So trunk pan's a little roasted, but look at these frame rails. Look at that, guys. Come on now. Give me some love on that. Give me a comment. How bad of a bone are those frame rails? You know, every time we find Mopar around here, the frame rails are rough, especially in the back. Look at these frame rails. Come on. Beautiful. All right, we got drum brakes in the back. We got brand new rims and tires. You guys seen that? I do have the dog dish hubcaps. I haven't put them on yet because I'm waiting for the final reveal, but that's okay. We're gonna keep on rolling. We got some air shocks for it. We're gonna get these old shocks out of there. Moving up towards the front, frame rails still look beautiful, awesome. And check out this floor pan, baby. Oh my goodness, can you believe that? I mean, come on. Floor pan is intact with no holes. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so they said they were drag racing this car. I've heard that on every car I feel like I pull around here. But, you know, let's believe them. Let's say they were drag racing it. We got the smallest dual exhaust I've ever seen. What are these, like? I don't even think those are 2-inch. Inch and 3/4 maybe. With some Flowmasters turn downs. I'm sure it might sound pretty good. We got the headers. And we're rolling disc brake up front. That's nice. I know I'm gonna have to replace the brake lines in this bad boy because I've already seen right here. Let me show you. Wah, wah, wah. So, I hope I got all that. Anyway, brake lines, always on these old cars. Always, always, always. I see something leaking right here. That's old. All right. So, that's it. That's the underneath. Beautiful. I know everybody is saying, I know it's beautiful. And I know you guys are saying the same thing. Let's get her down and let's go through the trunk, see what we're working with. All right. We have to pop the trunk, which I feel like I have to do these all the time nowadays. Not bad though this time. Okay, so here's the new tank Larry bought for us. Nice. Get that up in there ASAP. Leave that right here. We got, what is that, the dash? Part of the dash. I think that's underneath the dash. My buddy bought me a nice tote right here. As you can see. And I'm gonna throw all the old crap parts, bolts, whatever, just in here. And then as I put this car back together, we could just have it in one place. Nice, big block distributor. I love them points. That would, yeah, we're probably gonna put a new distributor in it. Got some door handles, put all them on. This is the lock mechanism, because like I said, I remember I looked in this trunk when it was at my buddy's shop, and he was just kind of throwing some stuff in there that were needed for the car. So I did that was needed for the car. So I really already kind of knew what was in this trunk, so it's not a big surprise. And I just wanted you guys to come along with me as I go through it, so you see. Yeah, trunk mechanism right here. And we'll just keep it all in one spot. Real easy day. tank's in. Just got to do a couple of button up things for the hoses. I think I got to go back up advanced solder. I don't have enough hose. 3/8 line, I think it is, or 5/16. Anyway, I had one little piece left and I thought I was going to hook back up to the vent line, and it's too short. So, and I'm also missing air shock kit for all the little tubes that run off the air shocks. I thought they'd be in here, but apparently these air shocks were in the trunk already with the car from the owner that my buddy bought it from. And there's no kit, so we're gonna have to order that. So that's okay though, we can still put it to the ground. And my next thing is, let me show you the inside. I know I keep saying it, and you can see the interior. I'll clean that out for you, and then I'll show you the engine compartment too, because you haven't seen that yet. So we'll continue on, and yeah, we'll do that. She's heavy. All right, let's go. Let me show you the inside of this thing. Show you the motor, because I haven't showed you guys that, or the engine. I haven't showed you that yet. Big block. And let's start cleaning her out and kind of see what we're working with on this side of town. All right, so bucket seat car, console shift, real deal Coronet 500. I ran the numbers on that. We might do that to you on the video. I'm not sure yet, but you see right there. And basically just needs a lot of love. Got some wires hanging. I see the fuse boxes in the glove box. And I could have sworn it used to go down here. We're gonna have to do some research on that. I can't remember. But let's just clean this thing out, and yeah. Let's just do that.
On the outside, looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the high waves on the sea, waiting for something to get to me.
Got some old mail here. I always like to read the old paperwork that's still in these cars. And dear Johnny W., you have ignored repeating requests to pay for a subscription you ordered for Playboy. Now National Credit Audit Corporation Collection Agency has been retained to resolve this matter. I'll tell you what, Johnny, you better get your subscription paid for. Hugh Hefner, man, he ain't gonna make it without that money that you owe him. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, I'm so excited. I pulled that back seat out. You want to see something great? This is the stuff dreams are made of right here. Ain't that right, guys? You Mopar guys know. Bam! You see what I see? Bam! Build sheet, baby. Those are few and far between. That's like a treasure. We're just going to continue on vacuuming her out, and we'll go from there. Excited. Alright, so we got this thing all cleaned out now, which I'm feeling a little more comfortable. I gotta have a clean car. I can't do, I'll be honest with you, and you guys been watching my videos know, I can't really work on cars unless they're clean. I don't know if it's Marine Corps, what they did to me, or OCD, just, you know, I just don't know. But anyway, and what I'm thinking about doing, I might as well just pull this console out and get the old carpet out from underneath it, make sure there's no old bolts. We could kind of like lube up what we have up here in the linkage, and we'll go from there. So let's do that, and then we'll wipe it all down, put the seat back in it, and we'll just go from there. There we go. All right, you got it. See, and then when you take it all apart the right way, you get like this old piece of carpet out. Let me show you right here. And then, you know, rat nest, the usual in these old cars, stuff like that. So you might as well just do it right, take it all apart. And you can kind of just lube up this, grease back up this shift linkage. And let's get low here. So yeah, then we can grease up this shift linkage, get all this out. I'll blow it out real nice with the air hose, and we'll be rocking. So that's it. Otherwise, I think the inside is looking, ow, there. Other than that, I think the inside's going to be good. The pans are beautiful in it. It's got a couple little holes here and there, but nothing crazy. And we'll start putting her back together. Well, just the back seat. We'll wipe everything down, make her look presentable. And then we can start looking at some wiring and move up to the engine compartment. I'm excited. So we very gently dissected the, I feel like I say dissected. It was almost felt like an operation trying to get that build sheet out because they're just so brittle. But if you pull the springs out, zip tie them up, you can slide it very gently. You can slide those old broadcast sheets out of the bottom of the seat. And this one is so brittle, I just put it right into a plastic page, and I'll show you guys that at the end of the video. But now we can just go ahead and not have to worry about it anymore because we have it, it's intact. There's a lot of numbers we can read off of it. But all I do now is just kind of clean up the interior and just kind of wipe everything down and get everything staged, and then we'll keep on moving along. All right, so now that we're getting this car kind of put back together here, the one thing that was a little bit messed up on it was the door itself, the lock, was just kind of gone. So I got down to the bottom of the door, and lo and behold, the locking mechanism was down there. So it was pretty much rusted out, or pretty rusty, so we just got it lubed back up, and all the mechanisms kind of are free now. And we're gonna put it back in. Now, one thing that was missing was the little bolt that holds this locking mechanism into the door. And I'll be honest, guys, I had no idea which bolt it was, but luckily I had the 69 Roadrunner that we pulled out of the woods, and it has the whole door mechanism still in it. So I was able to see what size bolt it is, and went to the little Tupperware and pulled the right bolt, which I think is the right one for this door. And that was pretty much just all the bolts and stuff that were laying in the floor of this car when we started cleaning it out. So we're going to run into a few of those kind of problems going in the car, and that's just going through the car, and that's just common with these, just these old Mopar. Probably any old car, actually. Door panel's good. He's gonna have to get a new rest right here. I only got one screw that's holding because it's so rotten and rusted in the back. I can't do nothing. I can't fix it. The door crank, window crank here looks good. A little plastic piece is missing. We can just get one of those. And I think we're good on the door panel. Let's keep on moving on. Let's pull this 70 back in the bay, and then I'll show you what's underneath the hood and see what we got to do from there. Man, I love that wrecker. All right, let's pop the hood for you. See what's going on up in here. Man, I gotta get my skills up for that. All right, there you go. All her glory. Here's what we're working with, guys. I'm gonna take all this off. So we got big bed, big block 383. And basically it's about like everything else that we get up in here. Just stuff's just hanging. Pretty much just take all that, eliminate all of it, and just kind of start over. Some crazy Excel old school coil right there. And we'll go from there. I'm gonna eliminate all this stuff, put new plugs in it, we'll do an oil change, put a carb on it. One thing I did notice, this bracket right here was a little bit off. You can see the belts running sideways, so we'll have to fix that. May have to get it. It's always these spacers right in here. You can see they kind of jimmied it with bolts and stuff. You know, here's this just hanging. Just kind of stuff like that. So just do a little bit at a time, and we'll get it with your guys' help. We'll definitely get it. All right, guys, that's about it for part one. Let's try to make this about a 3-part series. I don't want to go more than that because then everybody starts getting bored. But so what we'll do next week is we will start getting into this 383, put a carb on it, start getting some parts ordered. That will be the part 2, and then maybe part 3, grand finale. But I don't know. Who knows about this engine? You know, I'm sure she's fine, but you know, I was told they were racing it, so you never know if it's got something wrong with it. I don't know. You always wonder why these things get parked. You know, like why would you park something like this? But you never know. You know, might fire up, might just burn a tire all the way up the street. I've had that happen too. So anyway, until next time. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the great comments. I appreciate the support. And my name is Brad, Poor Boy's Garage. Let them rip, not rock. Keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. We hate that. And we're out.